advertising to consumers. So it is our strength, and hopefully this will get us through this period, and we will see the digital ad market and overall ad market pick back up later in this calendar year. Hola, my name is Gai Le Roy. I'm the CEO of the IAB in Australia. Digital advertising in Australia has historically been very strong, representing about 60% of the total ad market. Last year, so 2019, was a little bit of a rough year for advertising overall in Australia. We'd seen a little bit of a downturn and a little bit of a drop in consumer confidence. Late December and early January, as some of you may have heard, Australia had incredibly bad bushfires around the country, and this severely impacted not only, of course, people and human lives, but also the economics of the market and investment in terms of advertising. February, we actually saw the market for the first time in a long time start to pick up. Unfortunately, this coincided with the spread worldwide of the coronavirus. Initially, companies that were impacted and categories that were impacted heavily were the ones that were mainly relying on their supply chain, getting materials from China in particular, but other markets around the world. However, come mid-March, as the virus took hold across the world and within the Australian geography as well, and lockdowns from government were introduced, we saw a severe impact on the digital ad market and the ad market overall. Particularly, initially, a lot of people pulling spend altogether. The industries that are obviously impacted, like travel, holding all spend, but also a lot of other categories where their current messaging and creative may not seem fitting for this time. So creative that may have had people in groups, mixing, mingling, a lot of social activity. A lot of advertisers felt this wasn't appropriate and have pulled their creative to redevelop more fitting messages for the time. So we're starting to see a little bit of activity come back, but the market probably is back around 30%. We've seen from a study that we've run locally, about 25% of advertisers pull or spend altogether at the moment, though many of those are pausing rather than completely removing that spend. So hopefully some of those dollars will return later in the year. On the flip side, we've actually seen consumption of digital media skyrocket. The reliance on digital news, up-to-date, reliable news, particularly from reputable and credible news sources, has been incredible, with uplifts of up to 100% in terms of time spent on those sites. But other categories have also seen uplifts. Health and fitness, as people work out how they're going to stay fit while they're inside, as well as cooking and recipe websites with people looking for inspiration now that they're cooking all meals at home, as well as finance, as people start considering what they may need to do in the future with possible impacts, either with their jobs currently or with the economy going into the rest of the year. The one good thing that I would say that's coming out of all of this, and the strength, of the media and advertising market, as our people are very resilient. As people have shifted to working from home, I think there's more energy and determination to make sure this industry thrives and survives. And helps not only our own industry and our clients, but the overall population and economy as well. And the human factor, of everyone on video conferences. We're starting to get a glimpse into people's lives as we see children's pets and partners in the background, and people feeling slightly more connected. So we are a connected industry. Our job is to connect advertising to consumers. So it is our strength, and hopefully this will get us through this period, and we will see the digital ad market and overall ad market pick back up later in this calendar year. And the IAB will, both locally in Australia, in Brazil and around the world, will be here to support our members and our industry. Wishing you all well.